Today we are going to draw a heart and we're going to practice making different kinds of lines. The supplies you will need are markers, a black Sharpie, and today we're going to follow these step-by-step directions to make a heart. We're going to draw a heart. We're going to make some lines all the way around your heart. Don't space them too close together. And then we are going to use a marker to make designs and patterns inside of your heart. Let's review different types of lines. You can draw a straight line. Here's an example of a zigzag line. You can draw a wavy line. These look like waves in the ocean. You can draw a wavy line that looks like this. It's still a wavy line, but it definitely has a different look to it. You could draw a line and then put some circles on it. We could call that a dotted line. You could make a straight line and you could put some lines on it like this. Looks a little bit like railroad tracks. Maybe it looks like stitches, but that's another kind of line. What other kind of line can you think of? We have a straight line, a zigzag line, a wavy line, another kind of wavy line, a dotted line, a line with some stripes through it. Maybe you want to make a loop-de-loop line. Or how about a dash line that looks like this? So you're going to take these different kinds of lines to make a heart project today. I'm going to give each of you a white piece of paper that already has a heart drawn on it. You're going to take your black Sharpie and I'm going to have you outline your heart. Another word for outlining is called tracing. It means the same thing, but it's really important that when you're outlining in your black marker, that your black marker touches the pencil. If you get out of the lines, you can take an eraser and you can erase any of those pencil marks. I already wrote your name on your paper. Every time you do an art project, it's important that you sign your name. All artists write their name. Write your name nice and small and put your name in any of the four corners. Now I'm going to draw some different kinds of lines. I'm going to start at the top of my paper, just like this, and I'm going to work my way all the way around my heart. I'm going to draw a straight line, a zigzag line, a wavy line, another kind of wavy line. We talked about a straight line with some dots on it. We talked about a straight line with some lines like this. You can draw a loop-de-loop line. Notice that my lines are not very close together. I have a pretty big space between each of my lines. This is going to make it a lot easier to color it in. You can repeat lines. You can make all of your lines the same. You can make all of your lines different. You decide what kind of lines you would like to make. In the center of your heart right here, if you would like to draw some more lines, or if you want to draw a heart inside of a heart, or if you want to add polka dots are my favorite shape. You can add a design. If you want to write I love you, you could write I love you. You decide if you want to put a decoration inside of your heart. That's up to you. After I draw all of my lines and my name is on my paper, the next thing I'm going to do is add color. I'm going to start by adding color to my heart first. If you look at these three examples, they're all different. This heart has stripes. This heart has hearts inside of the heart, And here's an example of a heart with polka dots. I told you that I loved polka dots. I'm going to choose the markers. If you don't have markers, you could use crayons. If you're doing this at home, then you could use markers, crayons, or paint, or a combination of markers, crayon, and paint. I'm going to start, and I'm going to outline my circle and then color it in. First, I'm going to go around the edge and outline, and then I'm going to go up and down and color it in. This is called scribbling. When you have art with Mrs. Hall, we do not want to scribble. You see all those white spaces showing? I even got out of the lines a little bit. That is not doing my very best neat work. I'm going to outline, and then I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to color everything in. You want to make sure that you color very, very neatly so there's no white paper showing. I can color neatly. I can color completely, meaning the whole space, the whole shape is all colored in, and I can color with no white paper showing. The same rule applies when you're using marker, and the same rule applies if you're using crayon or if you decided to paint. Outline your shape first. I'm working very carefully to go around my heart. Remember, we're not sharing any supplies, so use the supplies that you have. I'm even going to outline my circles right here. It's going to make it a lot easier for me to color in. It's a really good strategy for you to use when you're coloring, even when you're painting, to outline your spaces, and then you're going to color in your heart. You're going to color it in neatly. You're going to color it in completely. Neatly means I'm staying inside of my black marker. Completely means I don't leave any spaces not filled in. And of course, with no white paper showing. If we have white paper showing, it really looks like we didn't finish our picture. And we don't want anybody to think that we didn't finish our artwork. It's always a good idea to work quietly when you're in art. It's so much easier to concentrate and think about what you're doing. We don't need to be talking to all of our friends next to us or across from our table. We don't need to be loud. So you want to have a quiet work environment to do your very best art. And another spot. I think this is a great example of coloring in neatly and completely, and I don't have any white spaces showing. And if you see some, take your marker and go back over and fill them in. So now my heart is finished. The next thing I want to do is I want to color all of my spaces, just like this, all of my spaces around my hearts. You can see I use a lot of different colors. If you have a lot of colors at your table, then you can use a variety of colors like a rainbow. If you only have a few colors, then just use the few colors that you have. I'm going to outline the edge. This is why it's important to also have a placemat on your table, on your desk, or on your art table, so that you don't get marker all over your table. Are you watching how I'm just taking my marker and going up and down and up and down? We're all going to learn how to do that in kindergarten. And then fill up the white spaces. What did I say we should not be doing? What's this called? Scribbling. That is not neat. Outline around your heart. I'm going to outline my dots on my line. I'm going to outline the edge. I'm going to outline right here where the red and now the blue touch each other. And I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to go up and down. If we don't talk to our friends and we concentrate and focus on our artwork, then you can do nice, neat artwork just like Mrs. Hall. When you use your marker, you want to make sure that you snap the tops back on. All right, I'm going to finish coloring this until I get all the way. I'm going to go all the way around and I'm going to get all the way back up to the top. check everything and make sure that you don't have any white spaces showing. When you're all done, raise your hand and Mrs. Hall will collect your artwork from you. I hope you had fun learning all about lines and adding color today. Bye.